Hello everyone, I am Erika of bidingschool.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly BD broadcast. For today, I have collected some of your most frequently asked questions that we get in the Bidding School Club or through info@bidingschool.com, and I'm going to answer them all. I hope that you can hear me. I hope that you can see me. You should be able to watch today's video real time, real live from the Bidding School Facebook Club and from the Bidding School Facebook page. Unfortunately, I couldn't somehow work out how to connect to YouTube today, but we will also upload the recording there, and all the recordings also on Facebook will stay online, of course, so you can also watch it later. Please let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me. I see Sarah. She says, hello, Erika, good to see you. It's also so good to see you too, lovelies. Susie is here watching from the Bidding School Club. So good to have you here, Susie. Facebook user friend says, hi all. And I would like to mention, if you are watching from the Bidding School Club, then since the Bidding School Club is a closed safe space on the internet only for bidding school bidders, and no one, not even my clever broadcasting program, can see what's happening there, then if you would like me to see your profile so I can greet you personally, and it's also a lot easier for me to answer your questions, then you can give permission to my broadcasting program to see your profile. To do that, please open up the little description about the video, a few sentences. And then the last sentence, it contains a link. Please click that link, refresh your browser, and it should be all right. You need to sometimes do it again and again for different broadcasts, but it takes only a few seconds, so I hope it's not too big of a deal. And thank you for doing that. I also see Cindy, more Facebook user friends, Marta, Anna, Lutka. Lutka says she can see me and hear me very well. I'm so very happy about that. Kata is here. Katja is here. Laura is here. More Facebook user friends and Marketa too. So before I would continue with the topic that I have with the team that I have prepared for you for today, then first of all, I would like to thank you all for your kindness, how you welcomed Andrea, Susie, and Niti during the live videos during the past weeks. It was quite unexpected that the ladies suddenly had to step up and take over the live videos. We planned this for the not so distant future, but since I fall suddenly sick, then this was something that we could not postpone, but also I could not give my entire support, what I wanted to give to the ladies. And despite that, they created a beautiful atmosphere. I watched the recordings. They stepped up, they supported each other, they were so brave and doing such a great job. So Andy, Niti, Susie, all of you, sending you big, big, big hugs. You are doing so great. Thank you so much. And lovely bidders also. I have read your comments and well wishes, and thank you so much for your kindness. After all, this support and compassion and being together, this is what Bidding School is about. So cheers to that with a little cup of coffee or tea or whatever do you enjoy today, please stop for a moment and cheer for the awesome Beading School community for a second. And yeah, so now I will share with you what I have prepared for today. Susie and the ladies helped me to collect the most frequently asked questions that we get through the club and through the email address, and then I will answer them all. And then there will also be a little bit of time to like ask questions now. And then at the end, I will share you what's coming. No one has to be alone. Lessons, of course, workshops, of course. And what's new in the bead shop? What kind of new jewels can we make together? What can you learn together? So a lot is coming today. But okay, I will answer one random question and then I will go for the for the most frequently asked questions that I have prepared for today, and then we can again for a little time return to like random questions that come to your mind. So Anna is asking, where in the world are you now? So I am spending 2 months in Mexico. This was a long planned work and travel vacation together with Adam. We are staying in a beautiful, cute home for 2 months in San Cristobal de las Casas. It's a colorful, beautiful town up in the mountains close to the border with Guatemala. And we spent here a week last year, and it feels like being at home, like super kind people. Okay, that's true for all of Mexico, but here especially we made friends. We are hanging out with a friend from last year. Also these days, colorful houses, cobblestone streets, many museums, super inspiring. So yeah. So I'm actually here in Mexico while we are all working together on our Mexican Sayulita sunset collections. I would also, in the meanwhile, like to greet Marcy, Jill, Alicia, Kay, Margareta, Irene, Robin, Sophia. And if you haven't heard your name, then it means that I don't see your name, but also greetings to all the Facebook user friends that joined today. Sophia, Cindy. So now really frequently asked questions and my answers. So lots of beaders who encounter beading school for the first time, they are like, okay, this is nice, but what is beading school? Because there is so much happening. And a little while ago, together with you, we actually phrased it like this. Beading school is a community for beady learning and tutorials for inspiring beads and components. It's not a coincidence that community stands at the beginning, and I put it all capitals because that's the most important aspect of it. But it is also a play. So it is a place where you can learn about beads, bead weaving, and bead embroidery. We fully support you during your learning process. And by we, I mean beading school designers, but also all the help and the inspiration coming from the Beading School Club and its members, you. And it also is a place for inspiring beads and components with an extensive bead shop with components and shapes that are like kind of curated and filtered through my own creativity. So everything that goes into the Beading School bead shop, beadingschool.com, it is something that I selected, or we selected together with my fellow designers these days. And it's always a big emphasis on high quality, and also so all the components are inspiring. And yeah, that is Beading School. So a community, a bead shop, and a center to learn about bead weaving and bead embroidery. And next question. What do we stand for? So we stand for creativity, positivity, and compassion. It also stands in the Beading School mandala that you see also at the bottom of every question now. Turquoise is for creativity, yellow is for positivity, and fuchsia is for compassion. Those are the colors that represent our values. Mainly, we would like to show you how nice it is to play again, to like for a little while, to just forget our daily worries and to do it together. In the meanwhile, also Catherine, Heather, Cosima, Claire, Lita joined. Thank you so much. And Yosin, I don't see your name yet. You might need to refresh the screen. Claire has a question. Dear Claire and everyone, I would like to kindly ask you, I would like to go through the questions and answers that I prepared for you to give this a structure and to help me to focus. And then at the end, there will be time for other questions that come to your mind. I really, really appreciate it. And Claire, that's an amazing one. So please, please, please remember that. Then, other question that we get, what is No One Has to Bead Alone? And No One Has to Bead Alone is a weekly open workshop. Everyone from all around the world can join. It's happening always on Thursdays, and by open I mean that it doesn't have a price tag. You can join. I want to make sure that everyone, no matter what is your financial situation, can join, because beading together and creating, it tremendously helps your mental health, and for personal reasons, mental health is a very, very, very important question for me. You can decide to participate as a courtesy of Beading School for free and download the tutorial as a gift from us, or many of our valued readers actually decide to go for the paid version of the tutorial, and we really, really, really appreciate that. And there is also that option. And often our readers ask if you need to register in advance. And since this is happening online, then it is not necessary to register. You don't have to be fast and book your spot. Everyone can join every week. What you need to do is keep an eye on our events, on what we communicate through or social media or live videos. We in our event calendar at beadingschool.com, and there you see what's happening. So then you can prepare your beads in advance and join at the designated time, but you don't need to book your place. And Claire, that was only Adam leaving for a cafe and closing the door. Luckily not my stomach anymore, but it sounded something like that. Yeah. So often we get the question, how do I download the No One Has to Be Alone tutorials? So they are always available at noonehastobedalone.com. They appear 1 hour before the workshop is happening. And we would like to ask you, please keep an eye on that. And that is the way to get the tutorial. So 1 hour before the workshop, it will appear at noonehastobedalone.com. And the free download that I told you about a little bit earlier. Then that's available always for 3 days only after the workshop. And the tutorial, it stays in the bead shop forever and ever. So even if you find it later, the design, then you can go back to it and find it in the bead shop. And hi, Irina also. And Linda. And Gunnar and Elena and Helena. So that was about No One Has to Be Alone. And before I would continue, do you have any questions about No One Has to Be Alone that I might have not answered? Those of our beaders who are, by the way, Beading School Academy students, then most of our No One Has to Be Alone workshops also focus on the material that is coming in your Beading School Academy team boxes. So that's also how you can take advantage of your Beading School Academy student membership. And Linda has a question. It's on Friday this year, right? No, it was for like, I think 3 years that we were 2020. Yeah, 3 years. We were having No One Has to Be Alone on Fridays, but we changed it to Thursday from 2024. It works a lot better for several reasons, for the whole team, for me too. So from 2024, January, it is on Thursdays. Usually it is, by the way, a live video, but sometimes it happens that it's an offline and No One Has to Be Alone. So then at the same time, we publish another tutorial to keep you inspired, and you download it the same way as I explained, and you can bead it together in the Beading School Club. You can post your work in progress pictures, you can show each other your jewels, so it's still a community thing. Thank you for your question, dear Linda. And now, questions about the bead shop. So also, if you have any questions about the bead shop, then please type them in and I will answer them all. So the most frequent question is, can I order from the bead shop to my country? And by my country, we get questions to the USA, to Japan, to Jamaica, to, I don't know, the Philippines. And yes, you can. We ship everywhere. We send our precious bead parcels everywhere, all around the world, except Russia. That was my personal decision. And every bead order is traveling with a tracking number. There is a minimum order for 10 euros if it is a package to be sent to you. And automatically there is a tracking number, so you can keep an eye on the precious package when it is traveling to you. And no matter where do you live, like until the beads safely reach your bead mat, we take full responsibility. So if something happens, all you need to do is get in touch and we help you solve the situation. Luckily, it happens very, very rarely that a package would be lost or damaged. Like I can really I remember only a few cases, but we always make sure that our valued bidding school bidders end up with what they were hoping for. So another question about the bid shop that we get very often: is it possible to get free shipping? And yes, it is. So about 100 euros every order travels for free with the postal service, and same as the paid shipping, that it includes a tracking number, so the parcel travels absolutely safe. And often we also get the question that what is the price in USD or pounds, since our original currency is the euro. We are in the European Union, and depending, but we also added last year 2 more currencies, so it's possible to see the prices in dollars and also in pounds. Depending on your cookie settings, the bid shop should be able to see that you are in the States or you are in the UK, and it should switch the currency automatically. But if it doesn't happen, then I'm going to show you how you can switch it. Just a moment. So if the bid shop doesn't detect automatically that you probably want to see the prices in dollars or in pounds, then here in the top right corner there is a drop down menu, and for me it's set in euros, but you can also switch to pounds, or you can also switch to US dollars. Easy, only a second to do that. And hi Georgina also. Then another bid shop question: how long does it take to get my package? So it depends on your location, of course. In Europe, it's between like 1 and 7 days. Of course, when we send a package to, for example, Slovakia, but even to the Netherlands, for example, usually it's just like 2 days, or Germany is super fast also. But within Europe, it should be like around 1 week maximum. To the United States, it's like 1-2 weeks. And to the rest of the world, it really depends on the country. It's between 1 and 4 weeks generally. If you have a feeling, then it's longer than usual, something unexpected is happening, then first I would advise to like check the calendar. Because, for example, when the holiday season starts with Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah, then it is unfortunately a lot longer. Everything gets there where they are supposed to get, but it's a lot longer. But if it's not like a major holiday season, then get in touch with the Treasury and the ladies will help you with the situation. We can place a complaint with the post office only after 30 days, but usually in the meantime, like 99% of the cases get solved, that the package simply arrives in the meantime. And Linda asks, we need the currency converter to Israeli shekels. And I thought like, okay, we will just be able to add everything we want, but it also creates some extra things for accounting and other services. So that's why we need to limit that how many currencies do we have in the bid shop. So if you your currency is something else than dollars or euros or pounds, then please check it in Google. Just Google it, that what is the conversion rate for that day, and then you will have like a good understanding that how much does it cost for you. Then sometimes it of course happens that we really need our beads like immediately. So is there faster shipping available? And yes, there is. We have a contract with FedEx, and it depends on the amount of the value of your order, that how much does it cost. So it's the thresholds are 200 and 500 euros when it gets cheaper or when it gets free for you. So keep an eye on that. Also keep an eye on that free shipping option for the normal postal service, the 100 euros, because it's really not worth it to like pay 90 euros for beads and then pay 10 euros for shipping. Spend 100 euros for beads and get free shipping, so you get the better deal. And hi, Niti, and thank you, Georgina. Then another bead shop question. Okay, we had this bunch of questions. So another bead shop question. Do I pay import taxes? So if you are in the European Union, then no. We are also in the European Union, so there is no import tax in between countries in the European Union. To the United States and to the other countries of the world, it really differs. Everything is different, and it also changes sometimes. So for the United States, the import tax threshold is around $800. So, for example, when we have the Beading School Advent Calendar Adventure, then we do our best to divide the orders into $800 packages, under $800 packages, to avoid you having to pay import taxes. But you also need to keep an eye on that, because if you place an order more than that, then we can't divide it. So for the States, we can do that because the limit is very high. For the rest of the countries around the world, unfortunately, the limits are usually a lot lower, like 70 euros or sometimes 20 euros. So it is not possible to do the same and keep an eye on all the countries, all the rules. So if you are in a different country, then it is your responsibility to keep an eye on the rules, to check them regularly, and you can always leave a message when you place your order, like please join my orders or please don't join my orders. So please, the key is to communicate with the treasury ladies. And the best is that when you are placing an order and there is an order message field, that right there how you would like to process your order. Then, okay, this was the last question about the bead shop, so that I prepared. Do you have something else on your mind? Maybe there is something that I didn't catch. So please let me know if you have a question about the bead shop. And actually, here I would like to mention Claire's question, that she had an idea for having a checkbox, and that's super great, Claire. Please send it to us in an email. These days, the IT solutions that we develop, they got a bit slower. As we have a bigger system, the academy grew, then first we need to adjust the basics to work well. When the Beading School Bead Shop was launched, like nearly 4 years ago, then it was designed to process less things, and now we try to now we do our best first to keep everything fast and steady, and then we will also have the possibility to again focus on making it better and easier for you to use. And that is a great one, Claire. So I think that should go definitely on the nearby to-do list. So if you don't have any more questions about the beach shop, and hi Jessica and Nancy, and I think this is Gemma maybe waiting for her package. If you have a feeling that it takes longer, then check in with the ladies, please. So after the beach shop, let's look into tutorials. Hi Corinne. Let's look into tutorials and your questions about tutorials. And again, I'm going to share my screen. We often get the question, how do I find tutorials by themes? And this is how it looks like when you first click on the beadwork tutorials and ebooks part. Ebooks part in the bead shop. We have separate parts for no one has to bead alone tutorials for bead embroidery, beaded bead bracelet, brooch, the big ebook tutorials, earrings, gift tutorials. There is a big bunch of them. So if you haven't checked them out yet, then I really, really recommend to check out this gift tutorial section. By the way, there are so many different ones that we added over the years. There are pendants, there are separately in a category the beader's calendar tutorials, tutorials by your beading school club members, workshop only tutorials that are only available during Advent. And here indeed you find tutorials by themes. So when you click on it, then you will find separately the Art Deco, Aurora Borealis, Dangerous Liaisons, Lucius Light, everything. What we focused on by now, it is available here. Also, here you can find the Sayulita Sunset tutorials. If you are a Beading School Academy student, then you can also find them through the virtual classroom of the academy. And in the meanwhile, there are some excellent questions about tutorials. Linda says, I wish you had more kits available for some of your team tutorials. That is something that we would like to work on. Actually, we see a big change in how our purchasing works during the last years, because as you very well know, then lots of purchasing options got disrupted by the war. Actually, just when it started in Ukraine, then we learned that a lot of the minerals that are used in the glass for the beads come from Russia or from Ukraine. So for example, Preciosa had to test new recipes for some of their colors. And everything became super long and complicated. For example, today I got an email from one of our suppliers of Miyuki beads that we need to order Miyuki beads 1 year in advance. And you can imagine that it is then a complicated process to design a kit. We have the colors already, but then we don't know when do we get the exact colors. So that's how making kits became a lot more difficult than it was 5 years ago, for example. This is something we want to work on, but I would like to ask for your patience because of what I have just explained. And hi, Corinne, also so good to see you, other Corinne. And then We have a Facebook user friend asking, Erika, when you sell a kit, will the tutorial be available in the future without the kit? It's any. Hi, any. Usually not. The more substantial designs and kits, they come together. Some of them are exclusives like the Theodora, for example, or the jewels that I used to teach at the big beat shows, at Beat and Button and so on. They are available only during the Beading School Advent Calendar Adventure and only as a kit and tutorial together. And hi, Shelley, so good to see you too. And Corinne is asking, I only joined February this year. Thank you so much for joining, Corinne. And have seen lots of sea charms. Yes, we were playing with those the last summer. I especially like the crab ones. Are there some tutorials for these? Thank you. So, dear Corinne, for the charms, we don't have like separate tutorials because all you need to do is just to attach the loop of the charm or the connector to the beaded motif. So it's your choice that what kind of motif you want to join with it. They can be joined to everything. But if you would like to explore the tutorials that were inspired by a sea team, then there are 2 already during these previous years. So the first was the Thetis' treasure, inspired by Greek mythology and focusing on sea creatures in Greek mythology. So here you will find tutorials that are connected to the sea. And then if you like the look of the crabs or anything else, then you can find a fitting beaded motif where you can attach them. And another one that is a theme inspired by the seas, the Sirens of the Northern Sea, that we did last summer. So here you can find a lot more. And again, if you like them, then you can add the crabs or anything else that you like. By the way, Corinne, did you find the tutorial on the blog how you can join the loop of the connectors and the pendants and charms? We have a blog post and a video about that. And hi, Renee. And Sarah likes this section of the theme tutorials. She says, I love that, so handy now when I go back to the old boxes. So easy to find the tutorials connected to the different themes. Indeed, it can also, what I saw during the past years, that sometimes there is, for example, an event where you would like to participate, like an Art Deco party, for example, and then you can like look up the Art Deco tutorials, for example, and find something that fits your outfit, fits your style. So I also like this part. And thank you for understanding about the minerals. Like, it is crazy, but we are like doing our best. But one day I think we should have a coffee time with Erika, with Andrea and Edina. Edina, I hope you didn't get a heart attack that I would like to invite you for a coffee time with Erika. Edina is taking care, and also Tini is taking care of purchasing at Beading School, and it is a very, very big task, and the ladies are amazing at it. Carol. Indeed, like it got really complicated. And hi, Ariane. And Corinne says she didn't explore the blog yet. I think it should be also a coffee time with Erika to like show you the best blog posts. What do you think, ladies? And Linda is asking, does it also affect the check beads too? Yes, basically everything, because the coloring, the minerals come from different countries. So the sand, what is used for the Czech glass, it comes from the Czech Republic. There is this area called Crystal Valley. That's why it's developed over the past centuries, because there is this special type of sand that can be used for glass making, but they need the colors. So it does very, very much affect also all the check beads, everything. And thank you, Jill. Jill says they are wonderful with responding to questions. And Renee says she likes to go back to old themes and tutorials. And coffee time for the blog to explore it together. So that will be coming then. So another question related to tutorials. How do I find tutorials by bead shapes? So I deliberately left here the screen because I knew that this question is coming. And when you scroll down, this got a bit long over the years. So this is also something that we need to revisit, the filtering options and everything. But if you scroll down and you are browsing the tutorials and you scroll down a bit, then there is find a tutorial with. And there are lots of bead shapes and cabochons listed here. So for example, when I click quarter-tilla, I click vexillo, I click triangle cabochons or mushroom beads, then this will bring up for me the tutorials where these specific bead shapes are included. So these are quarter-tilla tutorials, a lot of them. Then these are the vexillo tutorials. These are the triangles. These are the mushroom bead tutorials. So you can do this with everything. Every bead shape. And then next question. Okay, this was about the tutorials. Do you have any more questions about the tutorials, ladies? Thank you so much, Sophia. So kind of you. It feels good to be back. I'm like taking it slowly, but it feels really, really good to be back today. So I had like one very important question prepared for the end. Like, it says, I have a question. How do I get in touch? And here I would say it depends. Because we have basically two teams. One team is the creative team, or unicorns or designers. And when you have a question about a tutorial, for example, Miriam, hi. Sorry. So if you have a question about a tutorial, like, okay, I'm at step 5 and I'm not sure if I should go left or right, then those kinds of questions belong to the Beading School Club on Facebook. That's what our creatives are checking. So that's where they will be able to help you the best. And also very often the community steps up when we are not online at the moment, and you get a question sooner than we would be able to answer. So when it's a creative question, you want to show off your jewel, then it belongs to the club. And then, especially when you have a beach shop order question or anything else, IT, whatever, then, or you are not on Facebook, then send your question to info@beadingschool.com with 2 O's, not 3, Erika. So the ladies, the treasury ladies, they are packing your orders during the day. They don't check the Beading School Club. So when you want to get in touch with them, then you need to send an email, info@beadingschool.com. Of course, when we notice a question about a beach shop order in the club, then we will do our best to send it to the treasury ladies. Or if the treasury ladies get a question about a tutorial, then of course they will communicate with us designers. But it's so much easier if we can skip that step. So the best is if a creative question goes to the club as a new post, not as a comment nestled under another comment, but as a new post. It's super important. And if you have another question, then info@beadingschool.com. And Marcy is asking, in the description of the tutorials, it would be nice if it told what team it came from. If you find a tutorial you like, you now have to scroll through each team to see if it is included in a particular team. I see. This, I confess, didn't come to our minds yet. Also, we want to keep it reasonable, that how much information do we need to fill out and everything when we upload something new. But I get it completely. Like, we will revisit different topics one by one. So for example, we will go through the Beading School Club rules and update them and communicate them again. Then we will revisit what do we communicate about the tutorials in the bead shop. Also, we got a super good idea of like include how big a motif is. We need to take this like one by one. These are like enormous tasks. If we want to do it well and we want to set up a system, then we have to like take it step by step. So also when we get to the tutorial topic, then this is something that we will think about. Thank you, Marcy. Corinne says, Erika, I need more teardrop pearls for Theodora. Are they all gone, dear Corinne? Please drop an email then. Also, what is super useful, I will show this to our fellow beaders too. I think Corinne knows this already because she's with us for such a long time, from the beginnings of No One Has to Bead Alone. So when you find something in the bead shop that is gone and you would like to get it, like I selected here, for example, this bunny, then if you open up the product, then you can add it to your wish list. And on one hand, you will get a notification when it's back in stock, but also we keep an eye on it, that what are the most popular things that we need to restock. Of course, we need to make decisions sometimes that we can't order everything what is out of stock because it's just about limited resources, and we try to focus on things that are the most popular ones. So when we see that 50 bidders would like to get this, then of course we will decide for that. But also if everything is gone from a specific category or most of it, Corinne, please send an email and we will do our best, okay? Pearls also take some time, unfortunately, but at least they are made in the Czech Republic, so it will be possible, just a bit of time. And thank you, ladies. And thank you, Sophia. Deb is here. Miriam says, if you want to add new information to the tutorials, it would be great to add it to the new tutorials. If you want to add all the updates from the past, you will go nuts. Yes, we have like 500 tutorials, but we also need a meeting when all the designers sit down and we put together the knowledge and the input from you, like what should be the information provided on the pages. So we need to first touch base with each other and then set up really a process. So yeah, like me getting sick did not help with it. So we ask for a little bit of patience. We will do this for lots of different things. We will start with the club rules, for example. And yeah, these are big tasks. So Lita is asking, would it be possible to add a way to buy a tutorial without having to buy everything else in your cart? This is something that we did not investigate yet. So unfortunately, I don't have an answer for it. At the moment, it does not work that way, unfortunately. So, ladies, do you have any other questions? Now is the time. Let's have a bit more, a few more minutes to answer your questions if you have any questions. Anita, I just spotted your question. If a tutorial is revised after it is posted, can we get a revised tutorial? It is automatically updated in your account. So when you log in here, and then you go to your downloads and you download the revised tutorial again, then it should give you the new version. Anita is asking, is there a way to order seed beads in larger quantities than 5-gram packs? At the moment, we have the 5 grams. 5 grams. I was thinking for the future to from the most popular colors to have bigger packs. But again, this is something that comes in the future. And Nancy say, I must say that although things are so complicated, you all make it look so easy. It's great to work with your super company. Thank you so much, dear Nancy. And yeah, often it happens that it seems to be so easy, but actually even adding a checkbox that involves talking to the company who made the bead shop for us and the developer and so on and so on. So we have lots of plans, but we need to take it one by one, first stabilizing the system as it grows, thanks to you, and then revisiting one by one all the areas and then adding new things. And for very, very specific questions to add this to the bead shop, this functionality, that functionality, I can't answer now yes or no. We want to add new functionality, but also please understand that especially IT, it's super expensive. We actually are working with an external IT company for 4 years now, since the beading school bead shop started. So Adam was coordinating it. And then an external IT company is working on the features. And yeah, it's IT is always like the most cost highest cost operation because of that. And yeah, we need to take it like one by one, but we are collecting all the ideas. So yeah, we have a list. We will add things to that and work on the features one by one as we have the opportunity and the resources to do that. So if there are no other questions, and actually we are running out of time, so that was it for the questions, then I would also like to share with you that what's coming over the next weeks. So next week on Tuesday, we will have coffee time with Erika again. And we will have a live design session from the Sayulita Sunset Beading School Academy team box. So let's meet together for Sayulita Sunset live design next week. In the meanwhile, on Friday, we will have an offline No One Has to Be Alone session, and Ruxandra prepared a tutorial for you. So offline No One Has to Be Alone means that we will publish a tutorial that you can download in the usual way, but there won't be a live video this time. Not Friday, Thursday, Corinne, thanks. So Thursday. And this is what you will need for it. The oval dichroic glass cabochons from the Sayulita Sunset box together with the claws. You will need 3mm fire polished beads, 2mm true to fire polished beads, seed beads Miyuki Delica size 11, and the round ones 11 and 15. You will need metal components, and also, if you maybe want to finish it like this, as Zuzi did, then you need something to hang at the bottom. You can use charms, you can use glass connectors, crystal connectors, or Zuzi got a piece of the flower from the beach shop extra besides her box, and she used this sunset looking rich flowers at the bottom of her variation. Zuzi, thank you so much for proof beading and testing this for us. And I love, love, love your variation with the flowers. Ruxandra also did a great job with this design. And talking about, like, maybe you would like to have some other tutorials or some other pieces in other colors, then I have one more thing coming today. So in the bead shop, this is not a signature jewel. This tutorial is coming to the Beading School bead shop. Today, we are also publishing Nitti's Cocoa tutorial that she designed from the Sayulita Sunset box. She used 4 pieces of the lemon cabochons. She used the Sayulita crystal connectors. And besides that, just some seed beads, some bicon beads, and that beautiful charm at the bottom. She also showed me another variation that she beaded when she was drawing the tutorial. So she also beaded it in this super elegant crystal version, and she created, Nitti, is it a bracelet or like a choker? I think it's a bracelet when I look at the number of the beads. So Nitti added crystal connectors and some glass pearls on the side. And I will share my screen with you again. So if you would like to find this tutorial and all the other new things in the Beading School Bead Shop, then the best that you can do is to click the New in the Bead Shop section. And that's where you will be able to find it. We still need to activate it, I think. The magnolia earrings are also in the New in the Bead Shop earrings. That's part of the Beading School calendar for the Beaders calendar for 2024. Then also the recording of the Sayulita Sunset Storytelling Night is available now. Also from last week, the Irma tutorial, that was No One Has to Bead Alone. And I know that many of you were wishing for the same components from the Sayulita Sunset box, but in different colors, especially the 3-loop connector. This is a new addition in the Beading School Bead Shop. We already had components with 1 loop, the charms with 2 loops, the connectors, but now we also have connectors that have 3 loops. How you can use them? At the bottom, you can hang your pendant, and the 2 other loops serve as the holders for 2 strands of beads, pearls, for example. So you can easily turn your beaded motifs into pendants and full necklaces, actually. We also have the little oval connectors now available in different colors. Everything also comes as a bundle to give you the opportunity to, like, if you want all colors, then with one click you can put all the colors in your shopping basket. And if you go for a bundle, then it actually also gives you a 10% discount automatically. Now we also have the oval dichroic glass cabochons, the tiny ones, the 8 times 10 millimeter ones, available in different colors. These are the ones that you need for Ruxandra's design that I just showed you. That will be No One Has to Bead Alone this Thursday, Erika, Thursday. And also this one, that the Sayulita Mexican Dream Charm that Nitti used at the bottom of her Coco tutorial, Coco pendant. Now this also comes in more colors. Then what else? We have some new metal components. Oh, here are the 3 loops. Those are my absolute favorites from the new components these days, because they might be tiny, but they are really like life-changing. How easily we will be able to make necklaces from now on. And we still have also some of Nitti's Knock Knock kits that she designed for springtime and Easter. Thank you so much for loving them. This was gone so fast, the blue version. It's also worth it to check out what's in the treasury restock area, because the treasury ladies also did a big spring restock. So also click this one separately, the big spring restock, and you will also find here a big bunch of beads and components that were restocked. And as Linda says, there's going to be a lot of shiny pieces in the club soon. I think so too. And with Nitti's beautiful Coco tutorial, I would like to say thank you for joining me today. It was really, really nice to spend some time together again. I missed you. I started to bead again a bit, and yesterday I beaded something special that is, again, for this year, it will stand as a symbol of our community. As last year, the heirloom motif. And it was really, it felt so good to like sit outside under the trees and working on it and thinking of you and the club. So thank you so much, ladies, for today. Thank you for the beautiful jewels that you beaded. It's awesome always to open up the club and to see everything that you have created. And keep up the great spirit. And keep playing, keep beading. Take good care of yourselves and your loved ones. And see you during a live video next week on Tuesday. Bye bye, everyone.